What's happening, guys? Welcome to the Better Movie Podcast. I am your host, Matt Sloan. This is the movie review show where we don't just give it a score, we take a little tour. I am joined by my imaginary friend today.
The White Rabbit.
The White Rabbit. So, in this episode, we have got a great movie. This movie's from 1986. It is
Actually directed by John Carpenter.
Oh yeah, this is the one that's directed by John Carpenter.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I got my things mixed up.
True.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie. We remember.
Now I know why.
John Carpenter did not direct Flash Gordon.
He did not direct Flash Gordon.
I don't think he was alive. Okay.
But we have the movie Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble.
Little China. Starring the one, the only Kurt Russell.
The one and only.
We've also got the legend that is Kim Cattrall.
And she's from Liverpool, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, hey.
Scouser.
That's right, she's a Scouser.
Scouser.
And don't forget his sidekick, his own little Robin, Dennis Dunn.
Dennis Dunn.
Oh, man, I
Arguably,
love
like,
Dennis Dunn.
the best part of this movie.
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
It's so good. So let's talk about the plot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the plot. So, Kurt Russell, who plays a guy, Jack Burton, is a what I can only describe as a straight up truck driver.
Yeah.
He's the most truck driver.
Exactly.
In the
He's
movies.
riding the Pork Chop Express.
The Pork Chop Express, man, with his own little radio
and you know
show.
What? It's all in the reflexes.
It's all in the reflexes.
Yeah, do that. Try and do it.
See if I can. I mean, that was
Well,
close.
that was a little bit of onky, but you know, hey, okay, well, it wasn't like that.
okay, I got it.
Hey,
Yes.
all in the reflexes. And you got the Kurt Russell mullet.
I got the Kurt Russell mullet. So Kurt Russell plays Jack Barton. He's a trucker. He's just a super duper trucker. He has a one-liner like once a minute.
He's the hero of his own story.
He is.
You know, because I mean, there's nothing
story.
important about Jack. That's what's great about him. He's supposed to be just an ordinary guy who just happens to be into extraordinary circumstances.
Yes, he does get caught up in it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, for a guy who only wants his truck back, that's a long way to go. There's a lot of things to go through to get your truck back.
His truck was stolen by the local triads who are trying to kidnap these girls with emerald green eyes.
Emerald green eyes.
For the villain of the piece. Lopez.
Oh, what a villain he is. Mr. Lopan.
Played by an Asian.
Yes, played by a guy called James Hong.
James Hong.
James Hong.
James Hong is one of those. He's like Mako. He's one of those people. It's like when they say black don't crack. You know, Asian crack don't black, whatever. You know, because he's old. He's old. Let's just put it this way. He's older than Szechuan.
He's older than Szechuan.
You know what I'm telling you? I can say it.
He's ancient.
Yeah, he's ancient. He's the ancient one.
Ancient. I mean, to be fair, he is the ancient one in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Lopan's like what, meant to be like 2,000 years old or something like that.
Yeah. And like supposedly, you know, like whenever he gets the blood of a emerald green eyed woman, that it makes him young again.
Yeah.
That scene was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where he's like, let me get some of that blood. Let me get some of that blood. I gotta stick you.
It was so weird, wasn't it? It was just like he was like pricking them in the wrist and stuff.
What about when he was old Man Lopez, you know, and he was in the wheelchair? He was like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Like a human Muppet.
I mean, the characters in this film, man, they're just hysterical. Like, there's not a part of this film where you don't want to, like,
no,
you're not rooting for every character and you're not enjoying it.
Yeah,
like, it's just a great romp.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what about so Lopan has his bodyguards. The three storms.
Yeah.
These guys were amazing.
Rain, lightning,
and thunder.
And thunder, yeah.
And thunder was Thunder. I mean, they all were like, if you watch Shaolin movies from the 80s, like
Yeah.
I did, they all were like famous fighters from different Hong Kong films. But the most famous was Carter Wong, who played Thunder.
Yeah.
He was Carter Wong. I just said his name. So the most famous Carter Wong.
Carter Wong's famous for being Carter Wong.
Yeah, yeah. But that was really cool because it was kind of like this is before the Marvel explosion, before the Spider-Man Fox explosion. So it was kind of like, oh, we're looking at superheroes on the screen. This is really cool. Look at them flying through the air,
flying crazy martial arts and stuff. I mean, when they first before you see them though, we've got the what are they called? Like the three triad dudes, like Death Watch, but they're not called Death Watch. They are called the Lords of Death.
Yeah, the Lords of Death. Yeah.
The Lords of Death,
The
man.
Lords of Death.
They are.
And Jack gets caught between the Lords of Death, and that's why his truck gets stolen. Yeah.
These guys for me were like, I got like the Kill Bill vibe.
Yeah, because they were like the Crazy 88 in Kill Bill, because they
Yeah.
were wearing sunglasses and everything.
Innit? Well, like I couldn't get over how much of like the characters from this movie have inspired other characters from things that I've like seen, like Mortal Kombat, another video game one.
Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, because Raiden
is just a rip of Thunder.
Yeah,
Innit?
yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it's Thingy from Mortal Kombat, and I was like, wait.
No.
That can't be right. But I seen it, but yeah, I mean, I loved the guards and the Lords of Death, man. I wanted to see more of the Lords of Death because that shot where they're in the parking lot and they're escaping, and it's just all them three in the car just not moving, and they're all just like dead face with the sunglasses on. I just thought they were dead cool.
No, that was cool. And don't forget Egg Chen.
Egg Chen.
I mean, I can't remember the actor's name.
Victor Wong, thank
you. And because what it was is that they do Big Trouble first, and then they did John Carpenter brought him back for Prince of Darkness.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was cool, like to see Egg Chen, Victor Wong and Dennis Dunn together again.
Yeah.
So that's when you really gotta love your cast and the people you're working with and everything. But Egg Chen was great. Because wasn't he just supposed to be a bus driver? I'm just a bus driver.
Yeah, I just do the local Chinatown tour. I love and I think it might be the best line in this movie. There's a part where Egg and the gang are all escaping from underneath Chinatown, and they're trying to get up through this. Through
the elevator? Yeah. What did they take a drink? They take a drink and then they
no, it's after that bit. It's like And he's like, Egg, how did you get up there? And he's like, I don't know, but it wasn't easy.
Okay. Well, then to me, the best line is when they get into the elevator because they give Jack, the secret Sachi drink.
And he's like, I feel great.
And they were all like, yeah. But it was like it's supposed to be that he could walk through the whispers or something like that. You know what I mean? I forgot whatever that line was, but that was really good because he's like, yeah, man, this is really good.
I forgot about that scene.
This is really good. Like, and the guys in the background were like, yeah. You know what I mean?
It's one of the best things about this movie is those little those kind of movie tropes that you expect in this movie.
They really played it up.
They played it up. It was great. I absolutely loved it. I loved it the way at the end where he's like, Kim Cattrall's mate's like, are you gonna kiss the girl? And he's just like, no. Don't fancy it.
Dude,
he's been leading her on the whole film, and then just like, nope, got my truck, don't fancy it. Sorry, love.
Oh man, the real love story was between him and Dennis Dunn going, yo, Wang, we really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we?
I thought they made like a great duo, man.
Oh man, they all the best crime duos or dynamic duos are homoerotic. And I think no, yeah, but I think he played up on. I think Carpenter played up on that, with their goodbye scene and stuff. But but also too is the trope. The main trope is like the white savior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the white guy is always got to be. And I loved it how they are like, well, who is this guy? And then it's like Jack. Hey, Jack, Jack Burton.
I'm Jack.
Who's Jack Burton? Jack Burton, me.
That's me. I'm Jack. Where's my truck?
Yeah. But it was like Wang, because he was so powerful. Wang
Yeah.
himself, he didn't really need Jack, but it was kind of like
Yeah, well, that's one of the
This
things
was the
I
trope.
loved about it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was like I was expecting
Yeah.
expecting Jack to kind of bust out a few roundhouse kicks and like get a little bit,
But I
a
love
few
it, though.
judo
It's
chops
like-
going on.
when
And
the guys had
yeah.
the new chucks in the airport, then he's like, what the fuck?
And he's just like, no. What is that?
This is
But
great.
it's like even to the point where where the first guy he kills,
Yeah.
he shoots the dude because he doesn't do any martial arts. He just got a gun.
Yeah.
Classic America.
Yeah.
You shoot him. I mean, maybe yeah.
But he did
when-
have great reflexes though.
He does have great
It
reflexes.
was all in the reflexes and everything.
That
so
that
I mean,
does seem to be his superpower.
yeah,
he has
superpower.
un-
I got great reflexes.
Unattainable reflexes. But it's when he kills that first guy,
Mm.
and it's like, and it just kind of stops for a second, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Your first time like killing anyone?" And he's like, "No."
No.
I was just like, that for me was like a really, really cool bit in the film because
Yeah.
it was just like an insight into this guy actually isn't just a action hero. He's just a fella. You know what I mean?
No, but it was great because again in that scene when he's in Lopez's lair and like he got the lipstick on 'cause he kissed the girl. And then at that one point Kim Cattrall had to wipe the lip off because she's even sick of it, whatever. But anyway, so that's when he faces off against Thunder and he goes. And he goes, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Jack Burton, me." He's like, "Who?" You know what I mean? But that's where it got a little bit ridiculous, where like he blew him up, like he like Thunder blew up, and then when he blew up, it was like lettuce came out or something. Yeah, it was like around the corner.
Yeah,
it was like a
kinda
balloon.
crazy.
I forgot what he do to that made him blow up, but yeah, it was kind of bad that, but I thought it was just excellent. It's just one of those great films that need to be remade, and I mean I guess we'll really talk about that, but it had a very simple story to solve.
Yeah, it did.
You know
Didn't
what I
it?
mean?
It was less about the story itself and more about the characters actually going through and seeing the development of them. Can we talk about the fight scenes?
Oh, please do.
Because they blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I was. Some of them had me crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Some of them had me going, "Oh yeah, that's sick."
Yeah.
And some of them had me just like going, "Okay."
I mean,
like,
what it was the authenticity, because here was an American film that was being a Hong Kong Asian cinema film.
Yeah.
But what John Carpenter did, which I thought he did right, was he maintained getting professional, not just Asian actors, but professional Kung Fu Asian actors. So he went through probably like the Shaw Brothers library, because you could recognize a lot of those guys in the background. And then I
was thinking I've seen like everyone in this movie.
Yeah, you would have. I mean, especially since it was like the 80s when those films were really popular.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from New York, so they were really popular.
Yeah.
But Yang Wu Ping was like one of the most famous like stunt coordinators who did all of the Asian cinemas, but he was one of the first to come over to America. And so it's kind of like when you were saying it's like, they were picked off. It's like, oh, okay, well, if you're doing this, can you work for this company? Can you do this? Can you do Showdown in Little Tokyo with fucking Dolph Lundgren? Yeah.
Those guys were all like, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Yeah, I'll do that. I want to stay in America. Yeah. But so the fighting was very authentic into that.
I loved it, man. I don't think you see enough of it. These days. I just thought it's over the top, but it's done really well.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even like to the point where you do have the classic like martial arts cinema things of like the intros before they battle.
Yeah.
I love those. Like when you see the thunder, rain, and lightning, and he's spinning his little things at the start. He's like, whoa!
What is that? What was that supposed to be? His little windmill and stuff. What was that supposed to be?
Maybe he's like, I don't know. Maybe they can make him fly.
No.
Maybe that's how he gets about.
True. He did fly at one point. It looked like, I think I could see the string, but I mean that was at one point. we abseiled upward, they probably played in reverse.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, the fighting was really authentic into that, and they were great, and stuff. So
Another thing about those guys as well is most of the visual effects are done on them for all the lightning stuff.
oh, what do you mean? Like, so
When
it was
they're
practical. A lot of the practical effects. Yeah,
And
yeah.
like I thought they held up super well.
No. They did. I mean, but that's what because it was supposed to be cartoonish as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, like the guy's just walking and he's got like the lightning coming from his fingers. But it was like you said, it was pre Mortal Kombat with Raiden,
Yeah.
so it was kind of like a good template for that.
I thought like, given how old the movie is, that those effects, like, I didn't look at them and go, old.
It's pre-digital, you know what I mean? So
well, that's it. I think there's a lot of charm in that hand drawn style.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just it seems to just translate over so well, especially in that movie. And like I was kind of like impressed by the visual effects, like even though it's such an old movie. So yeah, props to them for making me go ooh, lightning.
Very much so, and everything. So all right, so it's the moment of recast.
Boom. We're gonna take this movie and flip it on its head.
So obviously, all the Asian actors stay.
Yep.
So Jack Burton.
Who we recasting as Jack Burton?
Oh, come on.
I mean, there was a lot of people you could go for here.
Oh man, I could tell you, but I'd rather you go first.
Okay, I think. Given it, to be honest, I really want to see someone like Harrison Ford do Jack Burton.
Oh, God.
I like Harrison Ford, man.
No man, Harrison
I think
Ford,
maybe
Jack Burton.
Maybe we could
He's
go
stiff
like
enough.
yeah, he's definitely stiff enough.
You know,
we go like maybe the other end of the spectrum and go someone a little bit more crazy funny.
Crazy funny.
Who was crazy funny in like '86?
Oh man. Oh, okay. Damn, I don't remember the name. You gotta help me out. See, you haven't seen a lot of films. All right, so first, let me give you my first choice.
Okay.
Before you do crazy funny.
Okay.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin in the 80s,
Back in the day.
before, after Hunt for Red October and like before The Shadow.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? This is Alec Baldwin's territory.
It is prime.
Yeah, man, come on. Alec Baldwin in his prime, man. I just watched Hunt for Red October, and it's amazing and stuff like that. But when you just said funny, Jesus Christ, I know this guy, and I can't remember his name. His sister is an actress. He played the Phantom, and he was in Demon Knight, and he was in Dead Calm, and... Damn it, I can't.
What is this guy's name?
I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. When you say crazy funny, right? Yeah. This dude is, oh, man, do you not know these films and stuff like that? But, shit, Billy.
I'm trying to think, man.
Billy, Lord. Man, help me in the chat. Who was the Phantom?
Don't do this, Derek.
Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude.
We gotta know.
Who was in Demon Knight? We gotta know. I'm old. My memory's not good.
Or do we go like...
Go ahead.
Flip it again and go, let's recast Jack Burton as Jackie Burton and make it a chick? Make it a lady?
I don't know.
Do you reckon that could work?
Because that role, that's like Jackie Brown or something. No, that's too much.
Yeah.
I think it's like because if you remember Rush Hour,
yeah,
right, with Chris Tucker,
yeah,
and with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. I mean, that was kind of like a Jack Burton type of thing.
Yeah, it was a little bit, wasn't it?
You know what I mean? So
I get that.
I mean, I could take like a comic black actor like Eddie Murphy in The Golden Child, you know, or Chris Tucker, or you know, that kind of thing. Because Wesley Snipes would be too busy. Like, I could do the kung fu, you know. No, man, we want you not to do kung fu.
Wesley, no kung fu.
No kung fu, you.
Wesley, no kung fu, you. He said, but I've been practicing my spin kicks.
No. But I think we both agree this is a movie that definitely needed a sequel. I
Hell.
don't have no clue why
Yeah.
they did not. They had a great ending with the monster in the
Yeah,
back
on the
of
back
the
of the
truck.
truck, and he's like, "Oh man."
But it also didn't have to be him returning to Chinatown,
No,
right?
I mean, it didn't
so
go anywhere.
like I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
He was a truck driver. So I would love to have seen Jack Burton in any other town.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, and it could have been, hey, Wang, you on the phone? I think we got another problem.
And we got to get the band back together, man.
We need to shake the pillars of heaven.
One more time.
One more time. That's it. Jack Burton, one more time. You got it, bro.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so good. He would be like, Jack actually learns martial arts. Just a 4 hour long film of him just not learning martial arts.
Jack Burton versus ninjas. Or Jack Burton versus zombies.
Jack Burton versus zombie ninjas. That's it. That's it.
Jack Burton versus Big Trouble in Little Iowa.
Big Trouble in Little Iowa. Zombie metalhead ninjas.
He's out west. Jack Burton's out west. He ends up in a desert town. And it just so happens to be there's a lot of flipping zombies around here.
What is going on with all these zombies, man?
You almost hit me with that wood chip. All in the reflexes.
I would watch that movie.
Totally.
He's never getting bit though, is he? Because he's got such quick reflexes. They're gonna be like,
That's
and he's
what
gonna
I
be like, nope.
Hey. I learned some shit from my friends.
Slide.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, man. I think we solved it.
That is a movie.
That is a belter of a movie.
That is a belter
That
movie.
is a better movie.
Here we have it. That's it. One more question before we go. If you could change one thing about this movie to make it better, what would you do?
Man, this movie, from top to bottom, I have to say, I think is already very good. What want to change to make it better? I mean, I think the relation. To be honest with you, Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of is just
She was kind of like supposed to be like a Lois Lane type of person.
Yeah.
And I think her choices went a little bit too meta. I mean, you know, she was a little bit too out there.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree. I was kind of like, she was a weird character for me because when she comes in, she's like, "Oh, you know me." And I'm like, "No, I don't."
What was her name? Like, no, Lucy Law. or something
Gracie
like
Law.
that.
Gracie Law.
Gracie Law. I'm Gracie Law.
Gracie
I
Law.
mean, she was playing it like Jack Burton,
Yeah.
but it's like nobody asked you to.
Yeah. It was
I think she wanted to have fun too.
true. I mean, big love to Kim.
Hey, big love to Kim.
Big love to Kim.
Yeah, you know.
Big love to Sir Kurt Russell. I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell.
I'm a total fan of Kurt Russell, man. I mean, you know, every stage of Kurt Russell, you know, I mean, you know, from the circus kid all the way to Ego, the Living Planet.
Yeah.
Somebody just need to really do like a marathon biography on
we
Kurt Russell.
we need Kurt Russell playing himself in his biopic. From like birth to death.
Oh man, Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, bro.
Jesus. Oh.
Crazy. I mean, as a kid, I first seen Kurt Russell in a movie called Sky High.
Oh man, I love Sky High, man.
He's
No
like
shit.
the
He's the
He's
superhero.
the
dad.
superhero
Yeah,
guy, yeah. Yeah. Kurt Russell, man.
Yeah.
So, if you
I took my kid to see that movie. You know, and everything. No, that was really good. And everything. I forgot her name. I was gonna say, Danielle Padalecki, whatever her name is, on The Flash. She was in that movie as the Green Girl. The one who, you know.
did scary.
No, not the scary dude.
Oh,
the
the
Green
nice one?
Girl. Like she could grow plants and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was.
You know, you talking about Sky High? Yeah.
What was it? What was her name?
Her name was Danielle Panabaker. Yeah, she's on The Flash. She's killed for us on The Flash. So yeah, no, she pulled that out. She pulled that out of her pocket.
Nice.
Anyway, all right.
This has been the Better Movie Show at the Better Movie Podcast. This has been the Better Movie Podcast.
That's right, man.
I'm your host, Matt. I'm joined by my imaginary friend, Chase.
The White Rabbit.
Follow the White Rabbit.
All right,
Thank you all for watching and sticking with us. Take it easy.